Hi, it's Jez here again from Nigezza Creates, and I'm here with another Let's Put the Junk Back into Junk Journal project. So I thought we'd do something with these things. I might pull some other things in. So I've got some nice closed tags. I've already started doing something on that, and then I thought, stop, let's show people. So yeah, these are really thick closed tags. I've got a bit of Stampin' Up dimensional card. I always keep these, and as yet I've not done anything with them. Some packaging. Oh, there's some offcuts. These are some digitals that I made, and these are some scrap offcuts from something that I made yesterday, so I might use those. Got some raffle tickets from a raffle that I didn't win. Thought, yeah. A closed tag. That's from a wine bottle. You know those wine bottles that you sometimes get gold things round. That is from Camembert. So I always nick these from the Camembert. And as yet, I've not used them. Oh, I've got a little bit of a from a file page. When these are the ones that got perforations, and so when it comes to the end, I just take the so I haven't done it with these yet, but I just, when the pad's empty, I just take them off. Do you know, I might take some that are ripped, so you don't get these are going to have the ripped in. That'll be nice. But I say, I also, when the pad's empty, take the spiral off so it's intact. That's quite cool. Might use that as well. We've got here, this is some wrapping from some lovely soap we got for Christmas. Another tag there, which I thought are nice tickets. Quite like that. This was a lovely label from a can of milk stout, and I peeled it off and then I just stuck it on some tea-dyed paper. Quite liked it. Not really sure what I'm going to do with that. Bit of encyclopedia page. So yeah, that's bits of rubbish. So let's see what we can make with our bits of rubbish. Now this, I thought, well, it could be a library pocket, couldn't it? It's quite sturdy though. So there was a bit of me who was thinking maybe a bit of a notebook. Could be a small journal. Yeah. So and some tags. So I've not really thought through. Look, this came with its own little bowl pin as well, which is quite cool. So this one I've started. So the back, this one didn't have the cord that came with it. It's quite a bit smaller, the hole there, than that one, but I thought I could make it bigger, or I could just leave it like that. All I did for this was I had a scrap, here we go, of tea-dyed paper. It was about the right width. I'm going to take this. Should I take that off, or should I just stick it on there so it's smaller? Yeah, let's just stick it on there. So what I did, obviously I cut the whole of the back. I just bent it over there so I could see the measure. I got my deckled edge trimmer. You could use a rip ruler. You could just rip it. You don't have to have one of these. So the bend's there. So I'm going to put it down there with the bend a little bit further away. So now we'll see, how is it looking? Yeah, so that's the right height. So now I just need to take a little bit. I kind of move it around the decal bit. It's got lines on it so that I can keep it straight. And I move it about so that it's not all got the same shape. So using the lines to make sure that we're straight. Not that it matters if we're not exactly straight. And there we go. That's got that bit nicely. So then I'm just inking round, you know. I've got like a little I'll get my words out in a minute. It's because I'm looking for something at the same time as trying to think of a word. I've got a little drawer set underneath my desk, and there is a gap. And I thought, oh, I'll just put that trimmer under there. But it's a little awkward sometimes. But I want it there so that I'll use it. So there we go. Love the way those edges are. I think they're brilliant. So that will just stick on there. So you can write a little memory or whatever on there. So just a bit of glue it down. I think men's clothes labels are just so much nicer. Fat face are my absolute favourite. So Ed does like a bit of fat face. Can only afford to shop in there in a sale. And but their labels are gorgeous. But it's quite lucky having sons as well, because they do collect the labels for me. I've got a whole pile somewhere, but I can't remember where I've put. Oh, I know where I've put them. I have a whole case up there that says, it's actually marked clothes, tags and tickets. So I might get that down in a minute. I knew I'd been organised and put it somewhere, but I've got a memory like a sieve. But thankfully, I've used my lovely labeler and I've labelled them all. So that, well, cool, like that. So I'd probably do the same on the back of that as well. And that one, you know, I really like that, which is Ed's a big fan of Trojan. They were like, it was a music label, and yeah, I bought him a t-shirt when I went away for the weekend, and loved the label. My friend bought one for her partner, and I was like, save me the label. She said, well, I'm not giving it, I'm giving it him for Christmas. And I went, still save the label, I want it. So yeah, she hasn't given it me yet. I need to remind her. Right, let's get this ripped. So this gives a very similar edge to the Decklin. Right, I'm gonna rip like that. I'm gonna do a little collage, little mini collage on there. So we'll come up there. Yeah, like that. One thing I thought about these was to just take the number. That is what I thought. That little number. Perfect. Just going to rip that. Liking that. Bit of this. Take that sticky off. There we go. Check that. I've lost a bit. I've got a nice little corner there. That bit's not wasted. What else have we got? I'll take that. All right. Pop a bit of that under there. And little word. I've got these little words. Oh, look. Adventure. Shall we have an adventure? And a bit of this. Feel it needs a little bit of a focal point, something on it. Postage stamp. My mother-in-law sent me some postage stamps the other day. Which is a bit junky because they use postage stamps. So I think they'll work. If I can, there we go, open the packet. Yeah, something like that. Something like that. Right. So it, of course, all needs inking. So I'm going to ink around it all. So I'll speed that bit up. So I've inked them all around, and then I caught that out the corner of my eye, and I thought, oh, maybe I'll use a bit of that as well. So I do like changing my mind. So I'm gonna do that. I might actually have that coming in at the top, that bit at the bottom. That bit there. So then we're going to have Queenie as a bit of our focal. Stick a bit of that under there. There we go. I think that's quite nice. Now, I was watching the other day, I'm going to zoom in a little tad. Somebody, they'd made, like, they put it all down like that, and then you kind of, I mean, sometimes I take a photo because I've got another sort of phone around here. I take a photo and I look at that. But they were like sticking it all together, starting from the top down, and I thought, that's genius, absolutely genius. I cannot remember who it was, so I thought, I'm going to give that a try. So I'm going to take the adventure off, and that is stuck on the top of that number there. And then we stick that on that bit. And then put a bit of glue in the corner there. for the stamp. Oh, my glue's a bit stringy. Then we're gonna put a bit of glue on this corner bit where we're gonna grab this. And I'm going to put I am now covering all of this. Just putting that about where I want it and sticking that on top. There is a bit of wigglage, so that's now pretty much touching it all. So stick some glue under there. So that's all stuck down to there. I'm going to stick this down now. And that can all get stuck down on top. And that worked well, I think. Saved all that faffing with getting a photo. But that's my little tag done. Room there to write on. A little something. I can make this look a little bit older. There we go. That is. And then come in with this. If there's any bits that haven't quite. I like the fact that on that little bit of encyclopedia, at the top the word spirit is poking up. I like that. Queen had good spirit. So yeah, I like that. So all rubbish that you would have thrown away. That. So let's do another one. So this one I'd already started. I haven't got the top bit for it. I'm thinking I might put an eyelet in that. So let's start with a bit of this, I think. Oh, there's that bit there that's come off. Maybe use that. Oh, that's quite nice. I might get my trimmer out. So let's take a bit off that edge. And off the corner there. I do like that little feature there. So it's only wee. I might actually use it on this big one. Why don't we do two at the same time? That, love it. So we'll come down there. I find doing this sort of thing really relaxing. Just probably put a bit too much off it there, but that's okay. Yeah, it's really relaxing. Just ripping and sticking. Now, I like those stamps there. And this is creating other little bits as I'm going. That I might use. I might just rip that in half. So I've got half with that. Some there. Let's give that a bit of this. Could stick that on the top as the top of that tag. There's an idea. I did limit myself here a little bit with my bits, but don't mind the black behind showing through. Did I put my stamps away? Yeah, I did, because I quite like them. That like that. Went all quiet then because I was thinking. Liking that. Right. Get some of these little words again. So some happiness. I do actually like it when that's underneath it. Happiness, I want something there. They're not speaking to me. Art, it's a bit of art, isn't it? Actually, I don't want those two colours together. It's far too similar. So yeah, I'll have it up there. That needs something else behind there. Yep. Bit of art. Right, let's get some more stamps, because there's a bit of a postage theme going on. I think that colour works really well because it is similar to that. I can see myself getting that one again. Oh, what about that one? Oh. Got a bit of an orangey one. No. Actually, no. Do a random blue to go with that blue. Oh, what's that dark one? Oh, it's a big eye. I can see you. I'm not sure if that's weird. Thinking that might be a bit weird. Oh, I like that one. Oh yeah, she's lovely. We'll have that. I'd quite like something like, oh, I don't know, something like Life. The Queen gave her life, really, her whole life. There we go. Liking that. I'm thinking that one. There we go, there we go, there we go. That's what I'm thinking. I want a bit of this. There, that's kind of where I'm going with that. So this needs a bit of colour. I'm thinking I might do, I don't know what colour this has been in. Don't know at all. I'm going to bring out some red. Oh, that's really dark, Jess. There we go. And then knock it back with some soft suede. And it's not quite so in your face. Yep. There we go. So we've got a little bit, changed the colour completely. And I think that works much better with those tones there. So give that a little bit of a colour. It'll do nicely. So will you. So like that. So we'll get these all inked around. So they're all inked, and as I was putting that together, I felt that there was something that was needed. So I added that. So let's get this stuck into place. So I'm gonna do what I did before. And stick this down. Put that on there. So now we're getting a bit tricky. I think now I can more or less remember what I'm doing. So get that down. I'm leaving some of the black background because I like it. This is quite thin. I'm not sure if after it's gone down if some of the background will show through. It's absolutely fine if it does. There we go. So putting that underneath. So this is the challenge that I'm setting this week in Junk Journaling for Everyone. Is use your junk, get some clothes tags or any packaging, and create sort of collage on them and make ephemera. I'm making tags, don't have to be tags, and yeah, put that on there. Use up your scraps. I've done a scrap swap as well this week, which is why I've got this left over, because I packaged the scraps up in like a policy envelope and used this to make it. Love it. And they were sort of like early print offs, and I sort of adjusted, so they're proper scraps. So that's that one. I need to cover the back on that one. So then let's do this one. I'm not really sure what's happening on here, and it's not sitting right, so I'm just taking it all off. So I have got a couple of big sort of souvenir publications of royal events, and So I do plan on doing a sort of royal themed journal. I'm doing it from a sort of historical perspective because I do like the history of it all. I love shows like, I love Victoria, love that show. And I do watch The Crown, and I know it's fiction. But oh, right, stick you somewhere else. Yeah. Yeah, that'll do. Don't know where that goes. There you go. This is why it was probably that way. It was a really good idea, because I'm now like, I don't know where any of that went. So, these things. So I'm going to stick these separately so I can work out where my intention was for that. This has probably changed dramatically from what I first sort of decided. So stick that on there. Oh, I might just rip it a bit. Just put a tiny bit up there. Yeah, that's what we'll do. That's what we do, Jess. Just a really bitty tiny bit up there. Yeah, so I can put these in my box and they can go in that journal that I'm intending on doing. Is that stuck right down? No, not really. So that can go under. So I don't really see that straight edge. Stick that there. Put these down. And I was thinking, would I stick that down on the top, but no, I've changed my mind on that one. So it hasn't got tag top, so it could just tuck in something like that. And then this needs something on the back there. So if I got a bit of, yeah, got a bit of coffee dyed paper. Yeah, we'll stick that in. So go down there. Bit of measuring there. So we'll take that off there. And we'll take some off the other side. A little bit less than that, Jess. Right, where's me? take a bit more off. Tad more, please. Yep. So take some off the bottom. So that's on there. And do a bit of crease in there. Oh, stuck stuff, didn't mean to chuck that across my desk. So have that hanging over the edge just slightly. That should hopefully be it. Cooking on gas. There we go. And I'm thinking that'll be it. Just these 3 tags I'm making today. Otherwise this will turn into another mega marathon. And the last video I filmed, it didn't process the last 10 minutes of it. I don't know if that was my MacBook telling me you videoed too long, but I am running out of storage on it. I upgraded the operating system so I could put Photoshop on it, and it took up more of the hard drive space. There's I've lost 20 gigs. It's not got a great big hard drive anyway. So started me saving up for a new MacBook so I can have more memory. Because I can't be losing the ends of my videos. There we go. So that is my project from junk. My little tags from clothes tags and rubbish that I had lying around. Okay, so I hope you enjoyed that, and I hope you're joining the challenge of putting the junk back into junk journals, and use your clothes tags or other bits of interesting card. It might be packaging from like that, or that one is from a bottle of bourbon, some Jack Daniel's single barrel select. So have a look, see what you've got, and enjoy creating something new out of it. Okay, I'll have close-up photos over on nigezza.co.uk. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll see you all again soon. Thanks for joining me.